I work as an independent director of photography. I'm an owner-operator, own a couple of different camera packages. I've been in the business for a little over 25 years. I jump between corporate communications, pro sports, feature packages, and then traditional broadcast news for national level cable TV here in the US. And I got to the point where I needed to kind of update to a higher resolution camera for my commercial projects. And the Venice was a little out of reach, but the BURANO was financially the sweet spot for me, and the feature set, IBIS, variable ND, and autofocus, having that kind of trifecta combo. And then it's a high-end camera I can use on my higher budget projects, but it also matches all of my FX cameras. So I started out thinking I would keep the BURANO in reserve just for those bigger projects. And as things have played out over the last 8 months, it's become my default camera for all of the assignments I pick off. It's just easy to use, and I'm a one-person camera department. It's rare now that I get an assistant, so I need all of the controls to be on the operator side of the camera. And then I just want simplicity and repetition. I'll go a couple of weeks without an assignment, and then I'll have 3 or 4 jobs that book back to back, and I'll come off an 18-hour day with drive time and have to roll from broadcast news assignment, and then the next day I might be doing a CEO interview. So having the same camera package that I can roll from one shoot to the next, and I just leave my camera fully built and configured, clipped in on a shelf in my work van. I want to use the same stuff every time, so it's all motor memory for me, and I can focus on communicating with my clients and trying to tell a better story. Also, my client base has pivoted. 10 years ago, I would shoot a 30-second commercial, and all I'm getting is the coverage for that one 30-second spot. And today, it's I have the 30-second spot, they want a 2-minute online version of it. I gotta do social media crops that are 1x1 or vertical video. So I have to still make a beautiful picture, but I also have to be in this multi-resolution, multi-format, multi-aspect ratio world. The 2.0 firmware, there's a bunch of what initially sound like minor improvements, but dramatically improve the easy use on a shoot day. Just little things like cleaning up the viewfinder, where now most of the text and info is around the perimeter, very similar to all the other high-end cinema cameras. And then the big 6 menu, I wasn't using that initially because I was coming from the FX9 and I was just used to drilling through the Sony menus to do things, but I don't realize how I'm slowly eroding and burning time on a shoot day with my head in menus until there's a simplified version of it. So that big 6 menu is just a cumulative time saver over the course of the day. And then one of the benefits to the BURANO is also a frustration operating it because it shoots so many different resolutions and sensor crops. There were all these trade-offs on outputs over SDI, or you could only get menus over HDMI in certain modes. Now all of that has been cleaned up in the 2.0 firmware. As long as I have 2 clean or overlay SDI outputs, it covers all of my assignments.